Let me see if I can pull it off.
Where is my money? Where is my money?
Hi guys, Tito here. Now, this is a movie review, and movie reviews aren't my thing on this channel, but I was at the premiere of Sugar Rush last night, and I thought to myself, hey, a movie review, wouldn't that be a good idea? So hey, we're doing a movie review. Plus, I have privileged information about this movie too, so I might as well do it. Sugar Rush is an action comedy, right? And it's directed by Kayode Kasum. Some of you may know him from his work on Phases, which is a show on Indani TV. He directed that. And Sugar Rush is also produced by Jade Osiberu, who directed Toke, a film that I was a part of a few years ago. I was a crew member. So this is her project, but she's not directing. Kayode is directing. It's a film about three sisters, Susie, Shola, and Bola, who happen upon a large sum of money, $800,000 to be exact. And eventually, the owners of this money come looking for them. And these owners, most of them are nefarious, dodgy characters.
The people that own this money, there are plenty gone.
And what happens throughout the movie is just a series of crazy, wild, and wacky events regarding this money. Sugar Rush is incredibly popular, and it's probably the most anticipated movie in Nigeria this year because it's been very popular on social media. They did something incredibly ambitious. They announced the release date, which is Christmas Day 2019, next Wednesday, before they started filming. I don't know if that's the norm in filmmaking in Nigeria, to announce or to lock down a release date before you start filming or even during filming. I found that very ambitious, and a lot of us followed the process on social media. Anyway, enough about that. I'll talk more about the production later. Let's dive into the movie. So what did I think about the movie? Let me start with the actors, the lead actors. Adesua, Etomi, Wellington, my homegirl Bisola, Aiyeola, what up Bisola, and Bimbo Ademoye, who I had never heard of prior to this movie, and she's really good. She's gorgeous, by the way. They did a great job. Their chemistry was fantastic, and I think chemistry is something that Jade always looks for in her movies. I mean, if you go back to her days in Indani, most of the shows on Indani TV, the earlier shows, she's responsible for most of them, or she was behind most of them as head of production and as creative director. The story didn't go how I thought it would go, at least not most of it, but that's not a bad thing. Because it didn't pan out the way I expected it to pan out is not bad. That just means that it wasn't predictable for me, and that, like I said, is a good thing. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a heist movie where a series of things happen, and it's even actually the filmmaker's job to derail you and to take you in, different directions and to deflect before ultimately taking you to the conclusion. And perhaps you see something that was right under your nose throughout the movie. Now, the performances were fantastic. Everyone brought their A game. Someone I was really looking forward to seeing in this movie was Toke Makinwa. I was scared that Toke would just be in this movie and be Toke Makinwa and not add like flavor to her character or do anything different, but I was pleasantly surprised. Toke really impressed me. Shout out to her. My favorite performance though was from Uzo Arukwe. Some of you may remember him from Oga Pastor, that show that disappeared off the internet at some point this year. Yeah, but his performance, he played Knight in this film, a gangster, and he had what I think will be the defining quote in this movie, a line that everyone will be saying when they leave the cinema. Let me see if I can pull it off.
Where is my money? Where is my money?
That was a line that everyone said in the hall when it came up on screen. It was fantastic. He was my favorite character. That scene where he says that line, that was my favorite scene. Second favorite character or performance was Bisola. Bisola is going to be a lot of people's favorite in this movie because, hey, Bisola. Tobi was really good. Tobi Bakre, Asa Samuel, my friend, and Adesua had a few physical scenes in this movie. Adesua had a scene that wasn't necessary, but you will appreciate it. You're like, whoa, Adesua, you didn't have to do that. But Adesua goes the extra mile in her movies, and you can tell, by the movies she's done in the past, and just by the kind of actor that she is. She had a very physical scene that I was like, Is she okay? Please. And then Dimeji Lateef. Another one of my favorite performances on the night. Fantastic. Fun fact, Abimbola Craig, who plays Tiwa on Skinny Girl in Transit, was the production manager on Sugar Rush. And the director of Skinny Girl in Transit, Bumi Ajakaye, was also the co-writer of Sugar Rush as well. Interesting, I didn't realize that up until now. So those are some of my favorite things about the movie and some of the things that I enjoyed. Another thing that I appreciated but the average viewer may not notice was the lighting in this film. Jade uses a friend of hers called Mato Lights, to do a lot of her lighting work. I think even from the Indani days, I think he still does lighting for most of the Indani productions. And he did lighting when we're filming Isoke. And Mato Light is fantastic. He just knows how to direct light very well. And Jade really likes, aside from the chemistry between characters, Jade is very particular about color schemes, and lighting. And if you watch her productions, you can tell she's particular about that, and one of the signatures of her work. What else? Let me talk about product placement. There was a little bit of product placement in this movie, but it was tastefully done. It wasn't like the product placement that was done in Banana Island Ghost. Yeah, I said it. It was all over the place. They hit us over the head with product placement in that movie. But in this movie, Sugar Rush, it was really good. It was subtle. You'd notice it, but it wasn't, too much. Like I said, they didn't hit you over the head with it. Now, as for the premiere last night, the premiere was a lot of fun. I can't remember the dress code because it was a combination of two words, but I'll put it on the screen. But essentially, everyone's colors were meant to pop, and I think everyone pulled it off, especially the women. Some of my favorite outfits on the night were those of Idia, Asien, Tony Tones wore a lovely short dress, a tube dress with a train, which I found very interesting. And Bisola looked awesome in her outfit. Lamide Akintobi, my friend, she looked amazing. Her outfit really popped. And I think I must have told her several times that she looked lovely. Chika Ike looked really nice. Toke Makinwa looked lovely as well. And Kemi Adetiba is fine, and Kemi Adetiba knows she's fine. Kemi Adetiba is going to be 40 in January. Kemi has always been fine, but Kemi is getting finer with age. I would take Kemi Adetiba of 2019 over Kemi Adetiba of 2009 in a heartbeat. Kemi is fine. Anyway, where was I? Yes, everyone's outfits were awesome. The premiere was awesome. There was so much food. It was a fun night out, and I appreciated that. Now, who is Sugar Rush for? Sugar Rush pretty much is for anyone who can afford to buy a movie ticket. It's for everyone. And it's age appropriate, surprisingly. I for some reason thought maybe there'd be cursing or there'd be there'd be some flesh. And there was almost no flesh. Everyone was well covered. It was decent. I wouldn't have a problem with children above 10 seeing this movie. It was very responsible. Shout out to Jade and the team for that. I think it was intentional. So yeah, it's a fun, feel-good movie. If you can just be free and not expect it to go in a certain way, you will enjoy the movie more. Yeah, I'll put it like that. But all around, fun movie for everyone. It's going to do massive numbers this Christmas, well into the new year. And the sooner it can get on the platforms like Netflix and Amazon. Isoke is currently on Amazon, so I suspect it will get on Amazon as well, but I don't see why it shouldn't be on Netflix as well. The sooner I can get on those platforms, the better. And people overseas have already been asking me, from the stuff I posted about the premiere last night, when it will be on Netflix. Hopefully, it will happen sooner than later. But yeah, movies for everyone. It's fantastic. If you see it, please send me a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. My review is biased because I know so many people who are on this project. But even if I didn't know them, I would still really support and endorse this movie. It was one of the better Nigerian movies I've seen this year. I can safely say that. If you see the movie, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. Please try not to post spoilers so you don't spoil it for others. Or you can just send me a message on Instagram or on Twitter. My handle is @Eniola Tito. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go out and see Sugar Rush. And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in one of my more normal, more regular videos on my channel. Thanks once again, guys. Catch you in the next one.